Interviews were held with Kylian Mbappe. Liverpool are reportedly in talks about a possible loan transfer for Paris Saint-Germain star Kylian Mbappe. The Reds and Jürgen Klopp had embarked on a major midfield overhaul at Anfield ahead of the 2023-2024 Premier League campaign. The club signed Mac Allister from Brighton at the end of the season, after which Dominik Szoboszlai was transferred from Leipzig. However, the transfer will continue after the experienced Jordan Henderson and Fabinho, who left the midfield. Romeo Lavia from Southampton could be on the way soon. However, aside from their midfielders, Liverpool seem to be on the hunt for a new defender. Pashurs of Turin and Josko Gvardiol of Leipzig have both been associated with a move, and a striking move seems to be under consideration for Mbappe as well. The PSG superstar appears to have struck a deal with Real Madrid in 2024. Saudi Pro League club Al Hilal has offered the League One club £259 million to buy it for 12 months. Mbappe has declined to meet with Al Hilal, but a temporary transfer to the Premier League may be on the cards. According to the information received, in the last 48 hours, Liverpool and sporting director Jürgen Schmatt talked about a sensational loan transfer for Mbappe. The report said the Reds were ready to offer Mbappe a one-year loan deal and that those at Anfield were encouraged by Mbappe's respect for the club and the fact that his mother, his manager, Faisal Lamari, is an avid Kop fan. Hailing as unstoppable in the media for the past 12 months, Mbappe is thought to be making £900,000 a week. So even on loan, a deal can be quite costly for a season. The 24-year-old previously admitted that while in Monaco, he was in talks to move to Anfield because of his mother, who loves Liverpool. "I talked to Liverpool because my mom's favorite club is my mom loves Liverpool. I don't know why, you'll have to ask her. It's a good club and we met them 5 years ago. I met them when I was in Monaco. It's a big club," he said. During his time at PSG, Mbappe made himself a world star. He contributed an incredible 260 goals in just 310 games. One of them came at Anfield against Liverpool in the Champions League in 2018-2019. He may be open to testing himself in the Premier League, even if it's for 12 months. If the clubs come to an agreement, he could take the Reds to the next level on the offensive line alongside names like Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo, Diogo Jota, Darwin Núñez, and others. The France national team player played mainly as a centre-forward throughout his career. However, he can play effectively on both wings. He certainly showed that he would offer versatility to Klopp's side. Mbappe's numbers speak for themselves, and as things look, a glamorous deal could be one to consider in the coming weeks. There is hardly any team in the world that does not want Mbappe, and if the French star steps into the Premier League, even for a year, he can take things to a whole new level on his own. Klopp may have found new Gini Wijnaldum. Liverpool tackled the biggest issue last year that destroyed their hopes for a successful season and made their midfield reinforcements without delay. However, although the moves seem quite good, they are definitely not enough. While Jordan Henderson and Fabinho both head to Saudi Arabia, Klopp tends to sign another to ensure his side doesn't get exposed. Given the latest update on Leeds United's Tyler Adams, Liverpool are exploring the possibility of a deal. Reports last month suggested that Liverpool were interested in signing Adams following the Whites' relegation from the Premier League, but the £40 million demand seemed deterring and the Anfield side were not pushing further. But now a new update shows Klopp making his return for the American. According to reliable sources, the 24-year-old player's contract actually includes a £20 million release clause. Since coming to Elland Road for around £20 million a year ago to replace Manchester City's Calvin Phillips, Adams has been able to impress with his performance despite the turmoil in Leeds. According to SofaScore, the defensive midfielder averaged 6.9 points in his 24 Premier League games. And this is only made better by the young Darko Gyabi, who started twice. Adams completed 82% of his passes throughout the campaign, averaging a significant pass every game from his role deep in the Whites' midfield. He particularly dazzled with his defensive debut, averaging 3.7 fights and 1.5 interceptions per game, and also succeeding in 55% of ground duels. When we compare that to Fabinho's weak start, who only won 48% of ground duels, averaging 1.8 fights and 1 interception per game, it's clear to see Liverpool can use such a high-octane force. Adams' work rate and perseverance are best supported by the data. He is among the top 1% of midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues, leading Kevin Campbell to aptly call him a fighting machine in the top 3% for interceptions per game. The 24-year-old looks like a top-notch star, and the fact that he suffered the embarrassment of relegation didn't deter Klopp from negotiating a deal. Indeed, Andrew Robertson, Xherdan Shaqiri and Gini Wijnaldum are examples of Liverpool's recent success in facing players from clubs to relegation to the English second tier. Wijnaldum is perhaps the tipster for why this transfer is a worthwhile investment. Wijnaldum joined the Reds for £25 million from Newcastle United in 2016 at the age of 25. In total, he made 237 appearances and won numerous major honours, including the Premier League and Champions League. Considered irreplaceable by Richard Jolly for carrying out his hard-working work in the centre of Klopp's midfield. Given that Adams has a similarly stubborn approach and will be arriving at Anfield at roughly the same age as the Dutchman, it might be wise for Klopp to try to repeat that trick and give his side a new strength of steel to be reckoned with. Liverpool boss Jürgen Klopp may have found his own pre-season Jack Grealish. Liverpool head coach Jürgen Klopp knows his chances of getting Jack Grealish will be slim at best, given how the £100 million winger has developed at Manchester City. But he might not care too much if young Ben Doak continues to impress in the pre-season. The Reds boss gave the talented academy graduate another chance, and Doak didn't disappoint his manager, scoring in a sweeping 4-0 knockdown of Leicester on Sunday morning. Still only 17 years old, Doak delivered a mature performance in the second half after replacing the excellent Mohamed Salah at the break. Doak didn't disappoint as he captured Liverpool's fourth goal of the match, passing Leicester goalkeeper Mads Hermansen with a powerful header. Along with the goal, the young Scottish winger showed why he was compared to the English star Grealish with his direct run and smart moves. The young player arrived from Celtic last summer, and there is considerable excitement about his rise from the youth team to the sidelines of the senior squad. There's no doubt he's progressing as a raw talent, but Klopp's developer side shows that he can grow into a much better player. Part of the plan could be to use Grealish's energy to transform City into a hybrid role he has embraced as the wide left player in Pep Guardiola's 3-2-4-1 formation. Klopp tried a similar system last season, and although they played 4-2-3-1 against Leicester, this tactical diversity could be key for Klopp, who is clearly admired for his skills. A special kid, he's really confident, he has something that no one else really offers. That kind of dribbling, that kind of outspoken courage is impressive, said Klopp. Klopp has always tended to give young people a chance to impress if they perform beyond expectations, especially in local cup competitions. Doak has certainly done that against Leicester and could get into the German coach's plans with more chances to impress against Bayern Munich and Darmstadt before their pre-season schedule ends.